today we gonna talk. We gonna have some real talk about pretty much some testimonies. I'm gonna share some with y'all, and these are just clients that I've been working with, and we always talk about the home buying process and how when we explain it, it sounds simple, you know, but there are some things that happen that happens during the home buying process that we all just sitting here trying to figure it out. And this can happen days before closing, before pre-approvals, things like this. So yeah, so a lot of times when you see people with their keys and they buying a house, I'm telling y'all, it's a testimony. It's not always easy. It is not always easy during this whole process. So you have to have patience and faith. Faith and patience, right? Because it doesn't always work the way we want it to work from the beginning. At some point, one of my clients on the call right now, she's working on a pre-approval, able to get a pre-approval, but there's some stipulations with that, and she has to get that done. So now she's working on it, and she will get through it, but you have to have that time and patience that it's not going to always be real smooth. One person on the call on here as well, we had to find the right lender that could work hers, right? Play with her credit score, even though she had a great credit score, but we need to get a little bit higher. And that's one thing about credit scores. It goes in windows of 20s, okay? 620. Your next mark is a 640. Next mark is a 660, like that. So when you saying you're waiting for an increase on your credit score, if you're not seeing an increase in those intervals, then it won't make that much of a difference. Okay. Now this particular client, I have to tell y'all about them. We met on Facebook. We met on Facebook. I think I had a promotion going on around that time, and y'all, usually I don't always just get up and go, mainly because a lot of people will waste your time, honestly. So I have to have the right protocol in play. But I don't know what it was. I don't know. God must have said, get up and just do it. So when they called me that particular Saturday, it was open. So when they called me, I was like, okay, let's go meet out at the property, new build. And when we went there, they loved the house. They absolutely loved the house. So we went forward and put in a contract on the house. Now this house had to be built. So they watched the whole house being built. We get round to the final stages, this and that. And then the not so lovely happened. For some reason, the lender couldn't work the deal. For whatever reason, right? So at this point, I was trying to figure out like what it is that we can do. I'm on the phone calling the lender, this and that. Trying to get this all worked up. And my client calls me and say, Des, we got another pre-approval from another lender, and they gonna do it. They gonna do it. And then I was like, well, are y'all wanting to still want the same place or somewhere else, right? And they was willing to go with the place, but those lenders the builders wasn't willing to work with them. So they said, that's fine, we don't want the house. And then they went to go we ended up going to get a different house, better location for them. And they loved the house that they went to. Then that process went through. I think we closed on that in about 30 to 45 days. We closed on that house in that whole nother location. But here at the end of it, we got to the last week where we was about to close, and then that lender started asking for information, this and that, trying to dig deep into some funds. It was crazy, okay? It was crazy. And I'm like, keep praying. I had one client that didn't know they were closing until hours before closing, right? And this client, we made it a week later, we finally able to close. So, but it took a lot it took a lot of patience, a lot of, I don't understand why they need this and this and that. Underwriters are like, if somebody could stop you from getting in the house, it'll be an underwriter. Like that is who it is. I'm telling y'all, those underwriters are, I want to meet them outside, okay? So they, but they get like that. So a lot of times we have to make sure that all our I's are dotted and T's are crossed, because it takes time. Anybody else, if y'all have anything, y'all know how to reach me. That's Ina. Here's the key to home ownership. Goodbye.